All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra Tutorials channel. I'm your host, Larry, and today we're going to be talking about some Unknown Worlds Subnautica 2 news, specifically that they have finally reached a settlement with their publisher, Krafton, to end the whole battle over the $250 million bonus they were supposed to get if they hit their sales target when Subnautica 2 was supposed to release last year. And I think pretty much everybody can see, based upon the sales that Subnautica 2 has already received, that they would have probably hit their milestone. So what does this mean? Unknown Worlds is going to get the $250 million that they were promised as a part of this agreement. The court is forcing them to pay out. And as a sort of part of that, the current CEO of Unknown Worlds is going to step down. His name is Ted Gill. He's one of the co-founders, although knowing companies like this, probably one of the other co-founders will step up to take control, and things will probably stay pretty much the same as they have been before. And I will say, this has been kind of a wild legal battle to read through as it was happening, because originally, when they were going to release Subnautica 2, Krafton didn't want to pay the $250 million, and they were afraid they were going to have to. So they said a bunch of stuff was, sketchy that the founders had done, fired the heads of Unknown Worlds, and then refused to release Subnautica 2, saying it wasn't in a stable, releasable condition. And then, as you do when you are wrongfully fired from your position as the head of the company that you founded, they sued Krafton and then got reinstated. And there's been some interesting stuff that kind of came out when they were looking through evidence in this court case, including that the Krafton CEO literally asked ChatGPT how he could weasel out of the deal with Unknown Worlds and to engineer a no-deal strategy to stiff the developers. So that was kind of entertaining that people are already getting in trouble for using AI and ChatGPT to do some weird legal finagling and corporate espionage-esque stuff. I don't know. It was a wild ride to read all of that, but hopefully this means that this will allow the team to focus more on development of Subnautica 2 with renewed money to invest in the development of the game on top of the load of money that they've already made by selling early access copies for the game. This moving forward shouldn't affect the roadmap for Subnautica 2 at all, and Krafton has agreed to step back and shift into a purely supporting publisher role, which they should have been doing from the beginning, as Unknown Worlds maintains full control, creative control as well, and not just development control over Subnautica 2. And I guess they're going to stay in business with each other because some companies split after a big legal fight like this. So looks like they're going to do a clean slate business here with a different CEO who's going to interface with Krafton as necessary, and they're just going to move forward. So here's hoping that the development of Subnautica 2 continues to be awesome as we move into the early access 1.1 update for improved single player, blight updates, rec updates, along with the later multiplayer update, which is going to add things like emotes, better multiplayer in general, with things like localized voice. So like as people get further away, they sound further away until you get like, maybe they'll have us making walkie-talkies or something. It'll be interesting to see. So that's it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Just a quick update on the news between Krafton and Unknown Worlds. They're going to pay out the $250 million, and hopefully that helps boost Unknown Worlds even further. So bye everybody, and have a good one.